July 8th, and I'm at a unnamed inner city beach in Victoria. I don't know what it's called. And it is in between Beacon Hill Park and Ross Bay Cemetery. I don't have coordinates. I don't know what it's called. It's nice. People go to it. You know, there's lots of driftwood. Lots of... Anyway, I brought with me an appropriate beverage. This is the Phillips out of Fucus Gose. This is a Rockweed Gose, which is kind of cool, and that's exactly what it is. It has Fucus, a genus of golden rockweed found near rocky seashores. It shines in this lightly spiced citrus-forward Gose. This sea-kissed sour balances a subtle salinity that shimmers on the surface of a pleasantly sour ale. Help yourself to another one. I didn't say that, Phillips did. Either way, this is pretty cool. I just love the idea of there being seaweed mixed into a beer. I've never had that or tried that before. I know people have made and love pickle beer and all this different stuff, but seaweed is pretty unique, so being a fan of seaweed and being near ocean, it seems appropriate. So we're going to do that today. Because I always like to include these. It has water, barley, wheat, rice, lactobacillus, lemon peel, coriander, yeast, and rockweed, as well as sea salt. So let's do this. Oh, wow. Yeah, that smells really good. Yeah, you can really smell the citrus. I can't put my finger on it. There's like an interesting tartness. Jeez. And I'm spilling it. Whoa, that's really sweet. Holy crow. Jeez, you know, this is like déjà vu. This tastes like something I have drank before, and it's definitely not been a beer. This is really interesting. You know what? It's giving me kombucha vibes. It's giving me kombucha as well as kefir water. I don't know if you've had kefir water before, but it is a fermented, you know, carbonated, sweet carbonated beverage that's like kombucha, but I would say for those of you that are not fans of kombucha, definitely a little bit more palatable. There's a doggo. Hello. So good. I bet that dog's gonna find the best stick in the entire beach. Anyway, I recommend this simply because it's cool, and also it has a really unique nostalgic flavor. I said déjà vu earlier. I'm gonna just, you know, retract that and put that into nostalgia. There's something nostalgic tasting about it, which is weird. How can a taste be nostalgic? I have no idea. All I can say is it's giving me nostalgia right now. Okay, last thing I'll say before I sort of wrap this whole situation up. You know, Phillips is great. I know we should be proud. They're a really awesome, well-established brewery in Victoria. They're, you know, Victoria made and everything. But I can say this is probably the first Phillips beer that I am really enthused by. I tried a box of their pale ales recently, and I'm sorry, but I was not super stoked. Number one, Solaris did not, you know, conjure any dead people for me when I drank it, and I was expecting that, of course. But sincerely though, Phillips, I find when I do drink their beers, there's something going on there that just doesn't quite sit well with me, and generally after the fact I have a lot of headaches. Now, I don't know what this is going to do. All I can do is, you know, find out after this, and I, you know, could maybe include that in my next beer, video. But right now, this is outstanding. And This is outstanding in comparison to two other beers that I'm really enthused about, and I would say the Driftwood Naughty Hildegard. I would say this is up there with the Driftwood Naughty Hildegard, which I'll do a review of eventually. That actually was the one that inspired this. Other thing I'll mention, because once again I don't think it's very audible right now, but today's background music, of course, is the wonderful ocean waves that we can hear, and I will be rotating the camera so that you can observe that for a couple minutes. But in addition to that, we're hearing Tom Waits' Frank's Wild Years. It's a oddly enough nostalgic album. Nostalgic, like this interesting, mysterious enigma beverage filled with seaweed. But no, it's a nostalgia album. I grew up with it, playing a lot. My mother, of course, is the one that introduced me to Frank's Wild Years and Tom Waits. So I grew up hearing that, so it has a lot of memories. It's a good, really good album. Really good album. Okay, and L'chaim. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Out of Fucus and outstanding. Might not be totally visible, but there's a tiny lizard running across that piece of driftwood, and it's totally blowing my mind. Thought I would share. As per usual, my audio is going to be a bit whack, as I've mentioned in the previous video. I wanted to also mention, because I'm doing this part of the video after I was at the beach, which was like July 8th or whatever. Anyway, I did not get a headache from that particular Phillips beer. So that one, this is like the golden beer in my opinion right now. Anyway, okay, so I just wanted to show you the Phillips website. I'm sure you may have already visited before. You can also go in person to their actual location on Government Street. They've got this whole little like circus thing going on. To be honest, I'm a little bit confused by the website because like there's this cool little animation and I don't know how to like click on anything, but it could just be my computer. But you can go there and you can see this really cool thing that's going on here, this little like circus animation with a UFO, and they're making beer, and there's a unicorn clown and a elephant clown. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now so this isn't too long, but you can go to their website and look at this really cool thing that they have here and all this other really cool sort of mysterious stuff that they've got that I can't see. Over and out.